It's time to mind your business with me, Jamillah Lodge. Tune in to find out how to mind your business with BEDC, special guest entrepreneurs, industry experts, and more. Brought to you by BEDC. Bermuda business starts here. So welcome to Mind Your Business. I am your host, Jamillah Lodge, and you are Keely Trott, founder and CEO of Nails by Keely. How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Of course. So before we get started with the questions, why don't you give us a little overview of yourself? Tell us about yourself.
So, as mentioned, my name is Keely. I am CEO and founder of Nails by Keely. I've been in business for over 17 years, and I have expanded my nail business in so many different directions. And what really brings me here today is our most recent endeavor into education. Okay. So I launched NBK School of Nails, where I educate and train ones on the nail industry as well as entrepreneurship.
Okay. So let's talk about the nails.
Yes.
You mentioned that you were fascinated with nails at as young as 7 years old.
Early.
So what was it about? What made you so fascinated with nails?
I just fell in love with it. It's crazy because I didn't realize how intrigued I was with nails and how much I gravitated towards it until I started to think back on as early as my first little kitty nail kit at just 7 years old. I took my little press-ons to school and I did my nails over the lunch break, and all the girls in my class is like, I want some too. The next day they're bringing theirs and I'm doing all their nails on the playground. So I tell everybody I've been a nail tech since I was 7. I did all the girls' nails for our primary school graduation. We were sharing our little press-on nails. And I remember this one girl when I first got to primary school my first year, and she had the prettiest nails, and I was a nail biter at this time, and she had these long, like, kind of naturally almond-shaped nails. They were so pretty, and I said, I want nails like that. And do you know I never bit my nails anymore? That's what broke the habit. I just saw hers. I wanted them. I wanted pretty nails too, and it made me kick the habit.
Oh wow! Look, mine don't matter, right? That lets you know that you can do whatever you want to do.
So I've been into it for a long time.
So you like nails. You had a passion for nails. Did you always know that you were gonna own your own kind of business associated with nails?
That's an interesting question. Now that I think about it, the entrepreneur runs deep in my blood. My mom's entrepreneur, my dad, they ran their own businesses, and so maybe yes.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, it was inevitable that I was gonna run my own business.
Okay. All right. Well, I love it because not everybody has that same kind of story. It's like they fall into it by accident, which it sounds like you identified a gap as early as 7 years old, right? People want to make sure that their nails look good.
Yeah.
So nails they come in different types, right? So you can have your own natural nails, they have gel nails, they have acrylic nails and all of that. So what made you get into like acrylic and design and that sort of thing with regard to nails?
Well, my mom always kept her nails done. She used to take me with her to the salon, so I was familiar with the environment and just loved it from early on. And so as soon as I came of age, I wanted to have my nails done too. So when I think of nails, getting nails done, I do think in terms of like acrylic, full set, the art, getting those extensions and really being able to express your creativity through the nail artistry. And so that's actually what kicked it off, because I always saw her getting her nails done. I wanted it as well. And she would say, no, you're so young. It's a lot of maintenance. I don't know what she's talking about. I just want my nails done. Now I get it, because you gotta keep them up every 2 weeks. You gotta be in that salon, but you know, and it gets pricey and all that. But I wasn't worried about that. I just wanted pretty nails. And one day I went to the pharmacy and I saw the little Kiss acrylic nail kits.
Yeah.
And I said, I didn't know I can buy this and do it myself. You didn't tell me I could do this myself. So I bought that kit and I went home. I did my own acrylic nails. And that's really what kicked it off, because then friends are seeing my nails and they're like, well, I want mine done too. So I'm playing on their hands with the acrylic, and that's what got me started in like doing nails and the nail artistry of like building nail extensions and offering that that service.
Okay. So you started with yourself first.
Yes.
Now, did you go to school? Did you get any advanced certifications around how you do nails, how you care for people's nails? Because it's not just about, getting the extensions, but you also have to care for people now, or you
That's
should,
a fact.
I think. So talk to me about that. Was there any other extra learnings that you did?
That's beautiful, beautiful question. So I actually remember from early on when my mom realized early that I was, okay, she's into this. And she bought me this book, and it focused a lot on the health of the natural nail. So it was for like manicures, pedicures. And so that's kind of what made me think beyond just pretty nails, right?
Right.
So it started out, I just want to make the nails pretty. I was self-taught, just learning along the way, practicing, watching different YouTube videos. That's when that was just starting to get popular, the YouTube avenue. So a lot of information was there. I couldn't find anything in English, because this was early on in the YouTube days. I'm really showing my age.
You look good, girl. You look good.
But I couldn't. Only the Spanish girlies were on there doing all the crazy nail art with the dangly things off your nails and stuff. And so I didn't understand what they were saying, but they were showing me what I needed to do. And so I started out self-taught. But when I came of age, I did go on to get to traditional schooling. I went to London to get the technical training, and that's where I was able to kind of tie in the natural nail care as well. So when I got introduced to that further through the traditional schooling, it clicked back that book that my mom had gotten me and that I was reading cover to cover about taking care of the integrity of your natural nail bed and things like that.
Okay.
So yeah, the education it runs deep, and it's multifaceted. So it's not just on the skill, but it's also digging deeper into like the dermatology of the hands and things like that, different skin conditions and things like that, which intrigued me as well. So I studied pretty deep.
I'm loving that. From 7, you knew what you was gonna do.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, did you ever work for anybody else, or did you just fast track into starting this business?
Well, I always did nails, even when I did have other jobs, because I have worked other jobs. I cashier for a while. I was a buzz girl for a good minute, but I always had the nails because from doing it from so early. Back in like middle school when I first started doing it, and people were looking to me to do their nails, I set up a station in my house. My mom allowed me to do that. My mom and dad, they allowed me to set up a station in the living room. So I had my little nail corner. So that just never went anywhere. So even when I was trying to get a more steady income and looking for employment elsewhere, the nails was always there in the background. So it just naturally grew into where it is today, over the years.
I love it. Yeah. So talk to me about Nails by Keely. Like, when did you officially start, and what is Nails by Keely? Okay,
the birth of Nails by Keely. So we talk about how I passively had nails in the background, and I was just the girl who does nails from her house. Oh, I got a Keely, she does nails from her house type situation. But when I decided to take it on for real as a career, I had an offer to rent a space in a really good friend of mine's in her salon. She knew that I did nails. We had worked together briefly in a salon together before, so when she branched out to open up her own salon, she said, I want you to come with me. And I was kind of nervous because I didn't know anything about having to like pay rent and utility fees and things like that. So I was like, oh, I'm fine at home. I'm still got my clients coming to the house. I don't got to take on all this big weight.
Right.
And I talked to my mom about it, and I was like, should I do it? And she's like, do it. If it doesn't work, you could always come back home.
Right.
You see, my mom and I, she's my balancer in that way, because I'm very, I calculate everything, measure twice, cut once. I'm going to overthink it. Better safe than sorry, right? I take that better safe than sorry route, so being home was safe. My mom, she's the type of person, she'll jump off the cliff and just see if we can fly type thing. She's just gonna do it. So she's my balancer. So she was like all for it, like, do it.
Yeah.
So her enthusiasm made me much more confident to go ahead and just try it. And when she said, if it doesn't work, you could always come back home.
Right.
It was like an aha moment. I was like, oh,
you still have that little safety net, right? Yeah.
You're right. You can always pivot, you know? And so I tried it. And it just flourished. I had all these big visions of advertising because I'm like, okay, I'm leaving the house. I got to get the clients in.
Yes.
If I'm going to take this one full time, I got to be able to make ends meet. So I'm like, I'm going to go to the radio shows and tell them about how I'm doing nails in this new location. I'm going to print flyers. I had this big campaign in my head. I never had a chance to do any of that.
Really?
Before I was even set up. People were calling, I heard you moved. Where are you? I want to come and get my nails done. And I'm like, the word of mouth, do not underestimate it. Don't underestimate it. My girls that were coming to me, my riders, been coming to me since the house, that is still with me today. They pushed me. I didn't even have to put myself out there in that way. They were like so excited about the move and about the transition and really taking this one full time and doing the journey with me that they did all the buzz for me. And I was so shocked. I was shocked at the feedback. And so I just was like, okay, I gotta meet that demand.
Yes.
And so I just dove in.
That's
just
awesome.
at the table.
I mean, that's what you talk about, organic, and then it speaks to the quality, right? It speaks to their appreciation of your artistry, right?
Yeah.
Because they followed you. And that's typically how it goes. Like if you have a hairstylist, a nail tech, or some skincare person that you respect and you love, it's hard not to follow them, right?
Yes, I get you. You stick to your person.
You stick to because you know that they're going to get you right, and then you're going to be, and the minute you step away and you come back looking crazy, now you mad. You're like, I know I could have. So that's wonderful. So Nails by Keely was born.
Yes.
And you were pushed in that direction, and I guess there's no looking back now, right?
That's exactly it.
So now you entered the Wave of Opportunity pitch competition.
Yes.
So talk to me a little bit about that. Why did you enter? What were you hoping to achieve?
Yes.
And how was that experience for you?
So
one of the questions.
I'm trying not to get all woo-woo. That's what that little stump was about. I'm trying not to get all woo-woo because I really feel like I'm a person who moves in spirit, right?
Right.
And I feel like that fell in my lap just at the nick of time. And this is what I mean when I say this. So everything that I've done with my business so far has been self-built, out of pocket. I have never had any form of cash injection. I have never taken out any sort of business loan. I make the monies, I put the monies back into my business. I work hard, I make the monies, I put the monies right back into the business to make it grow, right? I've always sort of invested in myself in that way, personal savings. That's how I built the business. And I was getting to a point, I have gotten to a point where I'm like, okay, I want to scale this in a different sort of way.
Right.
I want to have a more of a cushion, especially with these new avenues with the school and such. I gotta move a little bit different financially. And I set on a quest to get a sort of a cash injection. And the number that I had in my head was $25K.
Really?
I was putting together a business plan. I was thinking, should I approach the banks for this? Should I just stick to the normal save till I hit that number of $25K? And then I got an email from BEDC, enter this pitch competition, and the grand prize is $25K. And I'm like, God, I see you. I have to do it. I have to do it.
Right.
I couldn't not enter. I couldn't not try. And that's what made me enter. I was like, I'm doing it. This is for me. And so I knew from the time that I was filling out those applications, not to be I don't know, I can't find the word, presumptuous or right? But I knew it was mine. I knew I was getting that prize because of how it fell in my lap and the timing of it. And God is good to me. And I'm not going to get teary-eyed.
You know what I think is interesting about the competition, because it's 5 $25,000 awards, right? The judges award 4.
Yes.
And the people award the last one.
Yes.
And which one did you win?
I got that people.
You got that people.
I've been so emotional because obviously initially you're aiming for that judge's choice because it's the more solid win. You know, if the judges pick you, you got it. Whereas the people's choice is a little bit more of a gamble.
Yes.
But man, I'm telling you, it could have been no monetary financial gain, just knowing that my team is behind me and that NBK family supports me in that way, and that the people are watching and they see what I'm doing and they believe in the vision. It's been a trip. And I promise you guys, I'm going to take this to the next level. We're going to keep this going.
I love it.
It will not be in vain. The support and the love will not be in vain.
I got
Keely. We're doing this.
And I think people believed you. They can feel it, like your enthusiasm, your passion is palpable, right? It's tactile. You can touch it and see it. And I think the thing that I most enjoyed about your pitch and about what you're trying to do is the fact that you're creating opportunities for other people to be entrepreneurs.
Yes, and they're doing it.
They are doing it. So talk to me about that.
They make me so happy. They make me so proud that they're taking the education and they're taking the foundation and turning it into their own mini empires.
Yes.
Oh, it's crazy to see. It's crazy to see. These girls haven't even left high school yet. Some of my girls that's doing my training, and they're building their brands.
I love it.
They're putting back into Bermuda's economy. They're growing, and they have created their own paths, their own career paths. I have a girl, she's out in London right now. I don't want to put nobody on the spot. She knows what I'm talking about. That's my baby. That's my star girl. She's going on to learn lashes. Yeah. She's going on into aesthetics. She's out there learning to become an esthetician. Yeah. Got her successful brand, and it's just a beautiful thing to see. Yeah. She's been at it from young as well, and to be able to be a part of her journey and add to it in that way has been such an honor. Yeah. And I feel that way about all my girls that I train and teach, and even the ones that don't necessarily want to build this big brand, but more so just for a love and a passion, a quiet passion. They're learning just because there's something that intrigues them, and it's a safe space and a happy space for them that they just want to do their own nails. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yes. It's therapeutic for them to just know the craft and be able to do it quietly in their home, you know, for themselves. Yes. So it's really awesome. It's really awesome.
It's funny because the way you feel is how I feel when I get to talk to entrepreneurs like yourself and others, because it's like you're living vicariously through them. Yes. And just to know that you have, even if it's a small piece, you have a piece of the puzzle that could become this whole big dream or this whole big vision is really fulfilling for me. So I can imagine how you feel when you see, you're like, oh my God, this person came in, they didn't know anything, now they have, and now they're able to build their business. So I'm sure it's very rewarding.
My heart is full. It's really a gift that keeps on giving. It really, really is. It's a gift that just keeps on giving. It keeps growing. It's, so much to it.
So talk to me about why you thought about doing a school, because you were a great nail tech. You had your clients. You're doing what you need to do. What was it that came to you that said, I need to share this gift with others?
So for me, it's something that I wanted. When I was ready to pursue my career and take on like nail artistry more fully, I had nowhere on island to train, and I wanted to do my training in Bermuda. Right. I didn't really want to leave the island, but it wasn't an option. And so recognizing the need is what motivated me to go so fully with the school, taking it to the level of it being a fully accredited school. And then even just starting out so early and realizing, I took this one as a profession as early as 13. And I said, well, knowing what I know now, what would I have told 13-year-old me so that she can be who she is right now.
Right.
Right? Like, so that was the motivation behind the curriculum.
Yeah.
I took the self-taught techniques, I took the technical training, I took the experiences, I meshed them all together and created the program, NBK School of Nails, the Master Nail course in particular, that can kind of fast track that career into entrepreneurship as a nail tech.
I love that. And I think it's needed because not everybody wants to go to regular university or college. Some people know from 7, like you, what they're passionate about and what they want to be great at.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with doing that and being successful at it because you now are in a position where you can create your own business. You can hire people.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I think that what you're doing is really great.
Thank you.
What
Thank you.
What is your big vision? Like, what do you want NBK Nails to be when it grows all the way up?
Okay, all the way up. The next phase to me looks like a fully functioning salon, but specifically for the up-and-coming nail tech.
Okay.
That's what's motivated me to go ahead and pull together a full-out salon. Because full transparency, I love the one-to-one. I like
interaction,
it.
yes.
I did not, and I love doing nails. I did not want to be the one coming with my clipboard, checking to make sure everything in the salon is running how it's supposed to.
Yes.
No, I want to be sitting to the table doing the nails, having the sessions with my clients.
Right.
I like it,
Yeah.
but it's naturally taking on a life of its own. And I think it would be really, really cool to be able to have a platform for my girls that are training, that want this to be their career, give them somewhere to work and to start out. And so it's motivated me to take it to the next level, seek out a good location and a good building and build that full-out salon. And it doesn't have to be limited to nails. It can be makeup, hair, lashes, all of the above, just a fully running salon that can give a gateway for up-and-coming beauticians.
Okay, I love it. And I know you're going to make it happen.
Let's do it. I'm ready.
You are going to make it happen.
And L.
So your school is the only internationally accredited nail school. And so what sets NBK apart, aside from that?
Yes.
From any other type of institution? Like, is there even another one? No.
No.
You're the only one.
You know what it is? We're at this cusp where beautician and going into the beauty industry has taken a turn in the sense of the entrepreneurial aspect. Before now, the vision was to get hired into the salon, work for a salon. And now we're seeing through social media and things like that, we're getting more into, wait, I can do this myself. I can specialize in this one thing and build my own little pocket and my own little mini empire, right? And more people are more intrigued in taking that route. And so that's the route that I naturally took. I told you about my background with my family being entrepreneurs and things like that. Before it was even the thing to be on your ones, right? Before it was even a thing, I already set in my mind to take that avenue. So I saw the benefit of that. And I actually did go on to work in different salons, but because I already had the experience of working one-to-one, seeing the type of monies that I make on my own and things like that, and just even being able to set a vibe and have my own fit. I saw the benefit of doing it that way. And so, I lost my thought. I'm trying to circle it back around. Sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay. So in terms of NBK, what you bring to the table, what makes it unique versus something else?
Thank you. What's making the school unique is that touch, right? Because when you go to traditional beauty schools, they're training you to be in the salon environment because before that's what that blueprint was as a beautician. It was go into that busy mainstream full out salon. But now we're in a phase where that one-on-one and building your own brand is a thing. People are realizing that it's totally doable.
Yes.
And so I know that it's doable because I did it myself. That's where I went on my little tangent. Sorry. Right? I built it myself. I've lived it. So I know the benefit of doing it this way as well. So I'm able to introduce that along with the technical and traditional style training.
Nice. I love
That's what makes the difference.
We got there. We made it back.
Yeah. So it's really a unique experience. And I want to add that one-on-one.
Yes.
I train my girls one-on-one.
Okay.
I don't have a full classroom of and sort of like that workshop setting. No, it's one-on-one intense training where I can really focus on your strong points, focus on the weaker points, zoom in, zoom out, and see what it is that you need as an individual to make you successful.
Right. And so I really do appreciate the fact that your school focuses on the business skills, because you're absolutely right. In most other environments, you're going to learn how to do nails.
Yes.
So that you can work for somebody else.
Yes.
And so for me, for my passion for entrepreneurship and starting your own business, that's the piece that sold me when you were doing your pitch. I was like,
thank you. Thank you.
That's what we need, because we do need that. As I mentioned earlier, not everybody's going to go the traditional school route. And so, but people are artists. Like my daughter is an artist.
That's
she
beautiful.
loves art and she loves nails, by the way.
Oh my God. They go hand in hand.
They go
Beauticians touch and artists touch. It's the same.
It's the same.
Come see me. Look. We can turn this into something.
I love it. So I once again want to say congratulations for winning the People's Choice Award, because I think it speaks volumes, because people in the room heard what you had to say. We had the live stream, so people were tuning in online. So they also got a chance to listen. And like I said, I think you can feel the passion. And then the fact that it built into what you're doing is a pay it forward kind of scenario, right? It's not just about you. It's about creating opportunities for other young women or men, whoever wants, you know what I mean, wants to take advantage of it. I think is what people responded to.
Absolutely. I appreciate it. Everybody, all of you. Thank you.
Yes. So what are your plans? So you've won the $25,000. I know you said you had put it out into the universe and you said, I need 25. What are your plans for those funds?
I want to take it to the next level. Keeping the supplies going, that's a really important part of the training. You need the supplies in order to do it. And the way that I set up the course, it comes with everything that you need. And we're not going in with beginner style tools and products. It's another thing that sets the course apart. When you go to traditional beauty school, you're using beginner style products, and they don't behave the same as when you're in the actual salon. So I train you as if you've been doing this forever, right? With the real deal stuff that I use every day on my clients. So it's quality product, and so keeping that in stock and having that available to the students when they're ready to start. So we definitely want to keep that going, our inventory up. Expanding the course to have a further reach. And here's what I mean when I say that, an online platform.
Yes.
An online platform. I have a lot of people that ask about online, and I think it would be really awesome to be able to offer that at a just as high quality level, right? So I've done it before, doing that training through the screen, where we just hop on a Zoom call, but I feel like it would be more impactful if I can have maybe pre-recorded sessions, zooming into different techniques and facets of the course. And so that's creating that. I'm gonna put some into that. And then the marketing and just letting people know that this is available. Yes. Because I can only speak so loud. So now we gotta find different ways to get the word out there and spread the news and let people know that this is available to them right here on the island right now today. So that's a big part of it as well. Getting that marketing out there. And then lastly, I would love to create a scholarship program for my girls. I have so many people that ask about payment plans and things like that, because it is an investment. It is an investment
in yourself.
It's a lump sum that you got to come up with. It does come back around. I will say, right? It's worth the investment. You gotta pay to play, but not everybody has access to those kinds of funds, so it will be amazing to create that scholarship program and be able to give back in that way. So this is going to stretch far and wide, right?
I love it. I mean, I really, really do love it, because I think that's what's needed, and I think the fact that you recognize that, to me, early on in the establishment of Nails by Keely is beautiful.
Thank you.
So, what would you say is the most important piece of advice that you give to your young girls when it comes to thinking about running their own business?
That's tough. There's so many facets to it, and every piece counts. It's like a puzzle,
Yeah.
right? You need all the pieces to complete the puzzle.
Yes.
So it's all important. But I would say your mindset. Your mindset, you got to program your mind and go in focused, go in thinking as a big brand, right? When it comes to building a business, you want to think of yourself as like a large corporation, right? You don't want to think, oh, just little old me doing nails at the nail table, right? Because it's going to cap you, right? And then, it can stunt you and stunt your growth. So I would say the mindset. And when it comes to entrepreneurship, you are your brand. So a lot of the times, the way that you think and behave, even outside of work and outside of your business, it collides. It's almost one and the same, right? So you really do have to have that strong mindset in the way that you carry all around, all the way around.
I love that. And I would agree with you 100%. It is about mindset. And if you think it, you can achieve it.
I love it.
You said
That's
you
a
was
thing.
going to win the $25,000.
It's a thing, you guys. It's
And
real.
Did you do it?
I got that.
Yes,
We
you
got that.
did. Yes, you did.
We did it.
You
Yes.
did it.
Speak it into existence.
Yes, you have to. And I think that if you are having those conversations with these young ladies, that's great, because maybe they're not hearing it in other places, right?
Yes.
I know certainly in school you're learning how to work for someone else,
Yes.
right? They don't really teach you how to develop your mindset to be your own boss, and so that they're able to get it from you or from someone else is great.
Yes.
Now, in terms of the age range, what are the ages where you are accepting young ladies into your program?
Well, I have trained as young as my youngest student was 9 years old.
Really?
And she bombed the course. She did such an awesome job. She wasn't able to become a licensed tech because obviously she's such a young age. So we gave her a certificate of completion.
Yeah.
But she did it.
Yeah.
And she learned, and even planting the seeds of entrepreneurship and what you can do with it. And I want to mention that it doesn't have to look one way.
No, it doesn't.
Even if you have an entrepreneurial mindset and it lends you working in one of the top salons on the island or around the world and working for someone else, that's a good road as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You gotta do what's best for you and figure out what success looks like to you as an individual and go that way, right? So it's a lot of different facets and avenues that having that mindset can take you.
That's right.
Right?
That's right. Absolutely. So 9 years
so
old.
Nine.
What's
right
your
up until-
ideal age range for them to like get the completion certificate and be able to actually start going out and starting their own business?
I would say 16 and up. I wouldn't even put a cap on the up.
Right.
But I could put a cap on the minimal age, 16, because that's when you're able to really
go out and get
yes.
You have your bike.
The legalities of it as well. You know what I mean? Like you can actually get out there and like register and work at that age, finish up your schooling and have that. Because I'm heavy on education, you gotta get that foundation and get that be educated. So get yourself through school, right? And then you can move on to building that career and focus on that. So 16 and up would be a awesome,
age
sweet
range
spot.
for it. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So
get
if
yourself
people are
going.
interested in either enrolling in the school or they want to book an appointment with
For
you,
sure.
how should they contact you? What's the best way?
So I'm most active on Instagram. You can find me at Nails by Keely T on Instagram.
Okay.
And it has all our information on there. as far as like reaching out to us, as well as our website. Hit up our website, nailsbykeely.com. That has all our contacts as well, emails, phone numbers, location, everything. So nailsbykeely.com and Nails by Keely T on Instagram.
All right.
You can find me. You can reach out to me.
Well, I just want to say it's been a pleasure having a conversation with you.
Thank you.
Meeting you.
Thank you.
And just being a part of this journey, even if it's a little part, because I do think, like I said earlier, that what you're doing, paying it forward in this way is great. It's great for you, but it's great for all of the young ladies who are coming up who are just as excited as you were at 7 about doing nails. And now not only can they do them, but they can create their own businesses doing them.
For sure.
So
I love it. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You are more than welcome. And I just want to say, remember, if you don't mind your business, who will?
I love it.
It's the truth. Yes. And you're minding a lot of your business. Yes. So
for sure.
Keep it up. Keep up the good work.
And
you're
real.
Doing great things. Thanks for tuning in to Mind Your Business with me, your host, Jamillah Lodge. Tune in next week, Thursday at 4 p.m. because if you don't mind your business, who will? Mind Your Business is brought to you by BEDC. Bermuda Business starts here.